Now, Victoria, and this is batty, right? Planning controls for fast food outlets. Well, they decide whether your suburb is too fat for a KFC.
Correct. And it means that the government is going to be looking to see who is eating what and where. And, you know, it's interesting that the programme which I was watching as I was waiting to come on, it has really all been about government overreach in many ways. And we're seeing this is at this is the extreme end of government overreach, where government will decide what you can eat and where you can eat it and which spots need to be guarded against because they are deemed unhealthy.
It's just Orwellian in its overreach. Is this actually happening, or was it just a proposal?
It was a proposal. It was a proposal. And it is, I mean, it's fun for us to do. We do this every year and we get a laugh out of it. But there is this moral point, this serious point about moral overreach and the sense in which government is, and I think in many ways we welcome government interfering with our privacy and with our freedom.
I think we ask for it too much.
I think we ask for it.
One of my points about this social media ban is it's the public saying, government, fix this for us, when it's something that individuals should be dealing with. And when you talk about this overreach on fast food, of course, it leads to another one where, again, people are pushing for a sugar tax.
Indeed, that's right.
Where's that happening now?
That is happening in our very own state of New South Wales, where there's a push to target sweet-tasting premixed drinks, but there's also a national push, a federal push, to reduce the amount of sugar that we take in drinks. I have to say, just picking up on the points you were making about the media ban, that all of these proposals can be deemed to be successful because we're talking about them.
Yes, on Albo's measure, these are all successful. There's another absurd one here then. The animal rights people want feathers banned from the Brownlow red carpet.
Look,
you can't wear feathers now.
We have a lot of fun with the People's Ethical Treatment of Animals movement, and every year something that they say pops up. This year, you're right, it's about banning feathers on the Brownlow red carpet and redefining Father's Day for various animals so that we don't have that emphasis on fathers, but we can emphasise the place of certain animals in family life.
Oh, good Lord. Now, speaking of animals, this is an absolute ripper. To me, this perhaps should have won, but it didn't. It's a finalist, I think, and that is in the ACT. They've got government guidelines for your dog's welfare, and apparently you've got to make sure you're talking to your dog enough.
I would want to say to you, you can't make this stuff up, but you don't have to make it up because it's true. That's right. In the ACT, they've deemed that there needs to be that canine human contact for 3 hours a day. How they're going to manage that one and enforce it, I have no idea. But the ACT seems to think that's the way to go when it comes to looking after your dogs.
So under the guidelines, you're supposed to spend 3 hours a day with your dog. They'll have dog police, presumably, come around. If you're not spending enough time with your dog, what do? Take the dog away or take you away?
There's probably an app that won't be covered by the social media ban that'll allow them to monitor that.
OK, now when it comes to other finalists, there was one that was highly ranked, and that is the federal government is looking to charge for freedom of information applications. Now, this has been cut off, right?
$58 a hit.
So you're calling this a truth tax?
We're calling it a truth tax. It'll cost you, to find out the truth, to get information that should be accessible to the public, you have to pay $58.
Again, is this happening, or was it a proposal that has been killed off?
I'm aware, as far as I'm aware, it's a proposal, but, you know, proposals one day, enforced and legislated the next.
Well, drum roll, we need to mention the winner of the Nanny Awards this year, the #1 case of government overreach and nanny state laws. And surprise, surprise, it comes from the People's Republic of Victoria. Tell us about this one, Peter.
Well, this is a concern in Victoria about knife crime. Now, knife crime is a serious matter. We all accept that, and that there are some serious issues that have to be addressed. But the way the Victorians want to deal with this is by having machete disposal bins where people can drop in their knives. That in itself sounds like a reasonable thing, you know, trading in your machete and having a place where you can deposit it. The problem is that this project is costing $13 million to provide these boxes in which people can drop their unused machetes.
The machete bin excess, $13 million, and you can update your award now because they've finished. They've actually pulled the machete bins out now. They're now at the rubbish dump. And guess what? Knife crime is still a problem in Victoria.
Yes. It just shows, and that just shows that the overreach of government into our lives is not the answer to the social problems that we often confront.
Spot on, and that's why we hate the nanny state. I love the way you highlight it every year. Thanks for joining us, Peter.
Thanks, Chris.
Peter Kurti there from the Centre for Independent Studies.